Let me talk you through a misunderstanding about getting started with business and the advantages of working with a coach. Two things that you should know and two things I feel like talking about today. First of all, I was knee deep into a knife sharpening forum because that's kind of a hobby I'm looking at getting into. And there's this discussion about when you should start a knife sharpening business. And some of the people were pushing back on a guy that asked a question. They said, hey, you should not even think about starting a knife sharpening business until you've been doing it as a hobby and you've gotten really good. You've been doing it for 5 or 10 years. And at that point, maybe you can think about working with other people's knives. And I thought that was interesting because a lot of people think about starting a business and they think about it from that perspective. They think, I can't start a business unless I'm really good at something, or else I'm going to mess up people's phones. Now, here's the deal. You don't have to be super good at phones in order to start a business. You can start a business and learn at the same time, pay for your mistakes, even with multi-$100 phones. That is the reality. So maybe it's different in the knife sharpening business. I don't know anything about that. But what I do know about phones. And if you're reasonably good at working with your hands, you can get started today. And you know what the difference between you as someone that's starting a business who becomes a professional and someone who's not a professional at fixing stuff, it's just a handful of phones and videos makes the difference. That's all. So you don't have to be someone that's gone to school for mechanical or electrical engineering to run your own phone repair shop. You really don't. You just got to be willing to take initiative, willing to get started. And so other part of what I want to talk about is what's the advantage of working with a coach. I run Screen Repair Business Academy. Here's the advantage right here. I can help you get started faster. So here's the deal. You could start a phone repair shop today. Just watch YouTube, start it up, and over several years, you'll get good at it and get effective at helping people. But along the way, you're going to run into a whole lot of stressful situations where you really don't know what you're doing. If you work with a coach, like taking my course, you will have front seat access to ask technical questions from someone. I had one of my employees post a question in our WhatsApp group. I immediately called him to troubleshoot an answer to save him from making an expensive mistake. No, you don't have to have years of experience to start a business. But if you work with a coach, you can cut your mistakes and your potential mistakes down dramatically. That's kind of the benefit we offer. Anyhow, think about it, pull the trigger, get started in a business. You can do it. Have a good one.